Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for my rewatch series of My Hero Academia. We are watching episode 19. We're getting pretty far into it. And yeah, I'm gonna be binging, so probably the next four videos that you watch, I think I'm gonna be watching all of them right now. I have a very busy week next week, and so I'm trying to get ahead of the game this week by watching a ton of episodes and doing a ton of editing and everything, so that way I have less to do next week. So if you guys notice that I'm, wearing the same clothes or nothing's really changed. It doesn't look like you've shifted at all when you go to the next video. It's because I'm just sitting here binging. So yeah, if you don't know how the rewatch series works, please check out the first video of this entire rewatch series for My Hero. It explains exactly how it works and everything. Basically, it's a show I've already seen. I'm trying to watch it to catch up to where I left off, and once I catch up to where I left off, I'll be doing reactions just like all the other videos on my channel. Um, that pretty much sums it up. But I am watching in subtitle. This is going to be timer based, so you guys are going to need the footage yourselves. And you can sync it with the timer in this corner, and when it starts, you'll see a timer there, and yeah, like I said, watching in subtitled. Since it is this format, you're not going to hear any of the audio from the show. So if you guys wanted to, technically, you could watch it in dubbed if you wanted to. I don't think it changes anything. I'm pretty sure both shows start the exact same way, whether you do it dubbed or subbed. So whatever your preference is, you can do. But I will be watching in subtitles just in case you wanted to, make sure you have the same text format that I'm using. In case I read any of the lines, you'll know that that's why I interpreted it that way, and not like, oh, why they said this? Why did he say that? Yeah, so that's that. And real quick, just to recap for myself, even though I've seen it and all that, but last episode we had the finale of the cavalry battle where Midoriya barely passed, Todoroki and his team got first place, Bakugo got second, and Shinso's team got third. I think there was one more team, but oh well, it doesn't matter. And I think we left off with Todoroki about to talk to Midoriya. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? We are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. The world has become a superhuman society. I'm going to take a drink of my water while we go over this again. Yeah, I recorded another show right before this, so my mouth is a little dry from talking in the discussion portion for like 20-something minutes straight. Oh, oh, oh. And if any of these videos you guys see me leaning back, just because my chair's kind of crap, and I'm actually hoping to get a new one soon. And it doesn't give me much back support when I sit like this. And if I want to be like comfortable, I gotta lean back like this. So if you guys see me doing this, that's why. It's just because I'm trying to binge and my back is starting to hurt a little bit. I think I threw it on a really nice chair on my birthday list because my parents and sister and grandparents still do stuff, and I said like maybe they could all combine and get this like really nice chair. If not, I think I'm just gonna buy it myself with my own money. Alrighty. Yeah. It's funny, I actually forgot how much recap there was in MHA because I haven't watched this since the first time, like watching the full episodes. I usually watch a reaction where they just cut these bits out, so I forget they even exist. The boy born with everything. Poor Todoroki and his tragic backstory. Yep. Here we are. Just awkwardly staring at you. Hmm. Yeah. He used his fire. It's crazy that, I mean, it's obviously like, it's kind of like plot convenience that he was able to recognize it, but it's kind of crazy that he was able to like feel something similar. Like, I wonder if there's more to that. Secret love child. I mean, it makes sense. Like, it would make sense in his eyes, you know, if you don't think of anybody being able to give out quirks like that. Oh, I meant to clean my glasses. Shoot. Yeah, when you start panicking like that, you can't choose your words. Right. Where's my... I don't know where my cloth is to clean my glasses. Shoot. Damn. Alright. Endeavor. Endeavor is such a badass, and I love his theme we see later on in the show that plays for him when he fights, but I don't like him. But you're not supposed to, so. I wonder. See, I never saw any kind of like hostility with what All Might was saying, but I do kind of wonder if he was somewhat being like, if All Might somehow came off to him as like condescending or something. I'm not sure. I will make that. Oh man, that's so fucked up. That's why I created him. Oh yeah, seeing it a second time does not make it any easier on me. Hmm. Yeah, quirk marriages. Ah, so messed up. Like, arranged marriages, in my eyes, because of, you know, where I grew up and everything, has always been something that isn't, like, isn't cool. I don't think anybody should have to spend their lives with someone that they don't pick, but That's just messed up regardless of the situation, in my opinion. Yeah. Oh, this music is so good. Oh, man. can't can't blame Todoroki at all. Bakugo is listening to it all. Hmm. I always love that. Like, I don't know if that'd be considered a fourth wall break or not, but the whole if he was a comic book character, he'd be the main character, or if this was a comic book, he'd be the main character. Yeah, but you also make a lot of this happen for being such a good guy, though. Too, Midoriya needs to give himself some. Needs to give himself some credit, but I appreciate that he's humble. You can become a hero. I want someone to say that to me. I love like the wind blowing here. It's like two things in anime that make a shot epic. I love when wind blowing is an anime character's hair, and then I love when they do like the extreme shadows on this show. Makes any shot look amazing, in my opinion. Yeah. Oh, Bakugo. I wonder what Bakugo thought of all that. That's what I've always wondered. Recreational games! Real cheerleaders from America. Does Japan not have any sports that have cheerleaders? Or are American cheerleaders idolized in Japan's like eyes? I wonder. Everyone has to wear the cheerleading outfits. Oh, it's so mean. I probably would have checked with the teacher though. I would have been paranoid, trying to find any reason to get out of it. I think the fact that she had to make the outfits out of her quirk should have been a key to telling her that she doesn't. That that's not really a thing to not trust it. Tournament arc! I love tournament arcs. Halfway point. Nice. I feel like we're way past halfway. Maybe we're not. Yeah. Man, even like some of these like almost ambient like soundtracks they play in the background are so good in this show. Yeah. It's a matter of his pride. I love this song. It's like the sad song kind of, but music stopped just for him to say that. I want to know what that guy's quirk is, but he dropped out, so we don't get to see it. I agree. It's very cool of them to do this, but at the same time, I kind of agree with who said it. One of them said just fight in the tournament and prove that you deserve to be here, and I like that too. Nice. Such good people. I've always wondered. Tetsu has that thing on his eyes, and I thought it was part of his costume, but they're not allowed to wear costumes here, and every time we see him, it's with that stuff around his eyes. Is that just part of his body? I love the fourth wall break right here. She pushes the thing up. So funny. Midoriya versus Shinso. Hmm. Creepy. Popping up behind him. Yeah. Although we never end up seeing that. Even though Shinso seemed to do better than some of Class 1A and 1B, we didn't see him get moved up at all. Which kind of stinks for him. I kind of feel bad. In the future. Talk about the future here, sorry. I usually try not to do that. Hmm. Recreation! I like how they're cheering still. Bag. Cat. Back fat. What if there's anybody in the audience with a quirk that lets them, like, take their back fat off or something as their quirk? Perverse person. Oh, I always love that. She just grabs them. Yeah. Orange juice. I want some orange soda. I'm gonna be picking up some sodas for this weekend. Maybe I'll grab some orange soda when I go out. Are you ready? I love the announcer. And I remember hearing his voice in dubbed, and I was not a fan of it. Like, if you could, like, it's not bad, but compared to this voice actor, does a fantastic job. I love it. Yeah. 5% of his power. But just imagine how much stronger he can get when he can use 100%. God, that's so ridiculous. Just frickin' slashes his throat. Hitting him in the forehead isn't as bad, but that frickin' hit to the throat, God. Stand proud. His facial expressions, he always gets so nervous. Yeah. Get him out, make him say give up. Or immobilize him. I love the music in the show so much. God damn it. I hate this part so much. Ugh. God, there's like something on the inside of my clothes that's itching my neck. Oh my god. God damn it, Midoriya, why'd you talk? And he's completely frozen. And that's the end. So yeah. I was just waiting for that part to end, because I love hearing President Mike's voice actor in Japanese, and And I've watched reactions since the first time I've watched this, but they've all been in English, so I haven't heard it in a while. I wanted to listen to it, but that part I want to talk about it a little bit. I was not a fan of that whole the way they set this up. Absolutely love this show, but this is one of the few things in the show that I do complain about is the fact that Midoriya is so smart, and we know he analyzes quirks all the time. He's always using his head because he has to. Yet he was blatantly told not to talk, and he let himself be baited. And that just doesn't feel like Midoriya. It feels more like you can tell the writer just wanted some kind of conflict for this fight. Like, and so they wanted to write Midoriya in this way just for this episode. Which isn't something you want to do with your shows, but I mean, it doesn't bug me that much. Like, I'm not like, oh, the show's terrible because of it, but that's just something I wanted to get off my chest and say right there, especially since I'm waiting for the endings to go through. And there's no outro, so I'm ending it there, guys. That is the end of that. So, yeah. That was episode 19. We're getting into the tournament. Very exciting stuff. And we got to learn some more about Todoroki and everything, which was some good stuff, too. Like I mentioned during the episode, I wish we got to see... I wish we got to hear what Bakugo thought about hearing the whole conversation between Todoroki and Midoriya, but that's something that we don't get to see. But yeah. Anyway, that pretty much sums up for this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be getting into the next one right away for me here, and yeah, if you're enjoying things, please subscribe and make sure you check out my reactions, because the reactions are a lot different format than this is, and it's more, genuine, and instead of a lot of discussing during the episode, I'm doing a more of just reading and understanding what's going on. But since I've seen the show before, I am more or less just going through and talking about moments that I see as we watch through that I want to discuss. And yeah, so I just want people to make sure they check out the reactions, and hopefully people don't discover my channel and they're like, oh, this rewatch series is terrible, I'm not going to watch any of his other content. But make sure you give my reactions a shot if there's any shows that interest you that I have going at the moment, or you could always check back to see if there's anything I'm watching that you like in the future. But yeah, you can also check out my Patreon if you want to support the channel. Unfortunately, for the rewatch series, none of the benefits apply until I get into once I catch up to where I've seen. I'll be doing actual reactions to what I haven't seen yet of My Hero. And if you guys want to see that stuff in, full-length format like this, or early access and stuff like that, you can check out my Patreon. Or if you just want to support me in what I do, all of that is very much appreciated. It helps me to keep doing what I'm doing, and possibly expand even more in the future, to the point of doing, if I could ever do it full-time, then I could have an episode or more coming out every day, and having 7 different shows going at once or something like that, instead of just the 3, technically 4 if you count the rewatch series going. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one, which I'm going to be starting right away.